morning. So today I thought we'd talk about toys. We're just having a little bit of a tidy up and I'm going through the puppy's toy box, and then I thought I'd share with you what's been successful and what hasn't gone so well. Now obviously a lot of what your Chihuahuas will play with depends on the nature of your dog. My dogs aren't particularly toy motivated. They do play with them, but they're not massively toy motivated, but they are very, very food motivated. So again, it kind of does depend on the nature of your dog, but this is what's pretty much what's worked for us. So first of all, the things that have gone really, really well. So Snuffle Balls have been a huge success for us. This is one that we bought from online, and this is one that's come from a very well-known pet shop in the UK. While they both work and the dogs are perfectly happy to play with either of them, this one's a little bit more perky and is a little bit thicker. Now these have gone really well, especially for Mika, who is older and doesn't really engage in toys, but he really does seem to love playing with these. So we just literally poke some bits of food in there, can be anything really, and he will just happily roll it around and chase it around and play with it. So Snuffle Balls have been a huge success. Similarly, these have gone really well as well, and these are literally as cheap as chips. They are kind of like rubber or silicone, I think they are, and they have these kind of little rubbery teeth. You put some food in there and they will just chew and nag at it to get the bits of food out, roll it around, chase it. Now the extra advantage of these is you can kind of use it to help clean your Chihuahua's teeth a little bit. It's not the whole story. Don't think that this is going to, you know, give you pearly white teeth. But you can put some little bits of kibble in there, and you could squirt either some dog toothpaste on there or some coconut oil, and let your dogs have a nag, and that would be quite helpful for their teeth and does keep them engaged for quite a while. So those have been massively successful for us. All the dogs have got their own. It does take quite a lot to kind of fill them all up, but yeah, all in all, super. Balls are a bit of a disaster for us. They don't really play with them. They might chase the ball, but they certainly wouldn't bother to bring it back and play with it. So balls are a bit, it's a lovely idea, but mine lot aren't really that interested in them. We are going to be working on a retrieve, but in general, from a playing point of view, balls haven't really done it for us. These have gone quite well as well. These are things that you put food in, and so you see there's a hole there and you put some bit of food in it. Macy particularly loves these. She'll sit and play with that for hours, chasing it around, shaking it, getting the food out, etc. Again, these are cheap as chips really. They come from the pet shop. You can get them online. They've done really, really well. And this one's been kicking around for quite a few years, and it stood the test of Chihuahua chewing. If you've got a Chihuahua puppy, you'll certainly know about that. From a soft toy point of view, these have been amazingly successful, and these are really cheap. And again, these come from quite a well-known pet shop in the UK. They've got a little squeaker up there. They've got a little crinkly thing like that. And Prince particularly likes these because they're very light and flat. So they're nice for a dog that's got a small bite. You can rag them, you can chase them. And we've replaced, we bought a few of these. They do chew through the top, then the squeaker gets punctured, but in general, these little Brussels sprouts have been surprisingly successful. I think these were bought as a Christmas stocking filler for them, but we've replaced them more than once because Prince really does like them. Similarly, these little flatties work quite well as well. I think poor old Ratty's squeaker's dead now. Oh, there's a bit in there. He's been very well loved and played with, again, because they're nice and flat and they're nice and light, and the dogs can rag them and make them squeak. So they're all sat down, they're looking at me, make them squeak. So he's lovely. Squirrel, yeah, he's okay. He's a bit bigger and a bit heavier, so he's a bit too much, I think, for Prince. But Arlo quite likes to play with him, and Arlo likes his tail. So that he's done really well. Now, again, for Arlo, who isn't very toy motivated, he likes this. And this isn't actually even a toy. This is a I don't quite know what you'd call it, a cover that goes over a microphone to stop the wind noise. And he just loves this. I don't know what it is about it, but he will play with that and he will chase it, and he will actually come into that and really engage with you when you're playing that with him. So it's just like a happy accident that we found that it actually really likes that. Olive, go and get it. There's a good boy. So what else have we got? Lick mats, obviously. We use lick mats. They're not really a toy, but they have been hugely successful in keeping the dogs engaged. We actually feed their dinner off a lick mat, so that, you know, once they've actually eaten their dinner, they can spend quite a lot of time sort of like digging the food out of the little holes and little squares and things. So it's not really a toy as such, but it has been quite successful and quite a nice enrichment activity for them. Okay, so soft toy wise, we've got a stinky monkey. I don't know what it is about this particular green monkey. We've had a couple of them and they're always very, very popular. Minnie has re-sculpted him, and that's literally the first thing she does when she gets a soft toy. She chews all its arms and legs off. Quite often then she'll have its eyes out, like, it's just a bit of a horror. Everybody likes Stinky Monkey, and he's called Stinky Monkey for a reason. Mika calls dibs on him pretty much most of the time because it's the only soft toy Mika will engage with, and he licks him and he takes Stinky Monkey to bed and he self-soothes with him rather than chewing his paws. So he's still got a bit of a squeak left. So he has been quite successful. It's quite big for the Chihuahuas to play with as well. So what hasn't gone so well, this, okay, so this is kind of like a gyro sort of thing, really, where it's got a ball that goes round and this kind of hard rubber outer, and the idea is you put some food in there and then the dog will chase it around, and as this rolls, the food will come out. Now the toy itself works fine. It's just that my lot don't really get it. And the minute anyone finds it, they just run off with it to the crate and they will start trying to destroy it and chew it. So there's a lot less running around engaging with it in the way that the toy is meant to be played with. So when we do get this out, we kind of have to use it under supervision, and Mr. Chihuahua and I will kind of fly it up and down the kitchen. But left to their own devices, they will pretty much just take it into the crate and try and destroy it. This has been a bit of a disaster, this one. I mean, this is the same principle that you roll it around and treats come out. It just doesn't work. This comes from the same very well-known pet shop. And the reason it doesn't work is, if you look here, so there's kind of like, you put the treats in there, but round here is a lip. So the food just gets kind of caught on the lip and doesn't come out. And also, because it's quite hard plastic, it makes a lot of noise, which, you know, for the little ones, they can find that a bit overwhelming. So I'm kind of thinking I might try and mod it a bit and drill some holes in it and see if we can kind of get the food to deliver quicker so that it's more engaging for the Chihuahuas. But that really hasn't particularly worked very well. Now, last but not least, is our Snuffle mat. This has just been fantastic. We use this so many times, not just for enrichment, but if I've got people coming in the front door or something and I don't want them to rush and get engaged with them and stuff like that, I'll put this down. They'll all play with it together, and we smell a bit, probably could do with a wash, but that's been hugely successful. We've got a couple of these, and just comes from online. You can buy them pretty much anywhere. So that's our selection of toys. That's what's working for us at the moment. I love to see toy ideas. I would love to see your videos and see your pictures of your Chihuahuas playing with the toys that they really love. So please put them in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye.